All right, good morning, Diamond Zone. Welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday morning, and I want to welcome all the people that are logging on from really all over the world. I know we got people on from the UK. Welcome, UK. I know there's people on from Canada. I know there's people on from Australia, Nigeria. And guys, you know, the purpose of today's call, these calls, is just to really keep you in part of what we're doing on a daily basis. It's the climb. It's the climb. That's what this is. Diamond Zone is the climb. And you know, I always say this, and I really want you guys to hear this, that all the people that are taking this journey, okay, it's amazing. It's amazing to me, all the people that make that commitment. And understand, most people who get involved won't even take the journey. I think a lot of you guys have experienced that. How many people have you sponsored that are actually taking the journey? So when you do take the journey, understand that has to be celebrated. Okay, that has to be celebrated. I'm the first one to celebrate, okay, when someone goes out there and says, you know what, I'm going to go out there and do it. Because I'll tell you right now, the people on this call, you all don't grow on trees. Okay, you don't grow on trees. People that really make a decision to do it and put forth the effort is something that needs to be celebrated, because one of the things I always talk about whenever I talk to any of the people that are actually going out there and building this is you got to find your little successes. Always. You got to always find your little successes. And to me, a success is someone who makes that decision to go out there and really build the business against all odds. Because let's face it, guys, okay, we all know we face the ridicule. We know we have people that are looking at us and watching us and maybe snickering, but does it really make a difference? So I want you, first of all, when you're done today, look in the mirror and just tell yourself, congratulations, okay, I'm actually taking this journey. But now, here's the thing. Here's where you got to be honest with yourself. If you're just on this call, right, and you're just listening to the information and not taking the information and putting it into action, now the only person you could answer to is to yourself. Okay, does that make sense? So don't try to fool yourself that you're actually doing something. Okay, because there's critical activities, and we talked about this yesterday, that has to be done if you want to build this business. And you know, I was listening to some conversations because I was on another phone call, but I could hear some of the conversations right before Diamond Zone, and somebody said, you know what, I'm all in. I've made a decision to be all in. But let me ask you a question. Isn't all in different for everybody? All in for me and Lisa, okay, is way different than all in for all of you. Okay, I would say for most of you. All in for Lisa and I is we burnt the boat. You understand what that means? It means there's no other options. Because people always say, okay, what's the secret sauce? Well, the secret sauce, okay, is really having no other choice, but you have to make this work. I remember a conversation I had with one of the first people that I looked up to, and I finally went up to the person and I said, listen, I'm quitting my job. Okay, I'm doing this full time. You know what he said? Now you'll make it work. If you've burnt the boat and you have no other options, okay, then you're going to better your chances to do whatever it takes to build this business. You know, a lot of you were on that call yesterday, the morning update call on Mondays that Chad and Atita do. And a lot of people were talking about when Travis went up there, I don't know if you guys saw it, and he started to really, really talk about structure. All you heard from Travis, okay, can I tell you what you heard? Let me tell you why you were so impressed. Is because of the confidence. You want to know why he has confidence? He has 5 kids. He's burnt the boat. He's going to talk differently than most people. He's got 5 kids he has to support. This is his vehicle. That's the difference, guys. I'm telling everybody, you got to find out for you, okay? And you got to, what does all in mean for you? All in for me and Lisa, all in for Travis, all in for some of those people, okay? This has to work. And when something has to work, you speak differently. You speak with passion. You speak with conviction. And here's the other way you speak. You speak not caring what they think. That's a big part of this, guys. Not caring what other people think. You know what I think? I think the most important thing is how I think. Okay, it doesn't make a difference how they think, because how they thought and how they think got them to where they are. And most people, right, most people aren't happy with where they are. They're trying to buy into other people's confidence. And this is part of the climb. This is exactly part of the climb. Okay, taking the journey, going through the no's, right, building your confidence. So you can then sit down with people and say, let me tell you what I'm about to do. Okay, it's not about, well, let me tell you about the helo. Let me tell you about the heartbeat. Let me tell you about the blood alcohol. Let me tell you about blood glucose. No, no, no. Let me tell you and let me paint the vision for you guys to understand what you could be part of. Now, if you could just make the switch and all of a sudden start speaking that way, great. But I will tell you, that takes time. And so what I will tell everybody to do, okay, is if you have to go out there, you got to borrow somebody else's belief. If you got to look in your upline and you got to find somebody that believes bigger than you do. In the beginning, I don't need that person right now. We've been doing this 24 years. If I can't speak with confidence and conviction, something's drastically wrong, okay? But this is where you need to leverage, and I'll talk about that in a second. But all in is different for everybody. And I know we talked about this yesterday, your activity of accountability. This is the key, everyone. This is the key. I love when people tell me, Jeff, I'm excited. Okay, let me ask you a question. What are you going to do with that excitement? Is that excitement going to be enough so you make that phone call today? That you do a three-way call? That you map out your entire organization and you start working with some of the people that say they really want to do this? Okay, what is that going to mean for you? Getting excited. Getting excited doesn't last very long, guys. You know, when we do these conferences, I love the conferences. I will never miss a company event, okay? But understand, when we all get excited at conferences, what happens when you leave the conference? Who's got to be the person every day that gets excited? It's you. I have to manufacture. Lisa and I. Do you know how many times we've had bad days? Okay, do you know how many times I don't want to get up in the morning? But you know what? This is my craft. This is what I do. And I'm going to be excited, and I'm going to find a way to be excited. I'm going to find a way, right, to add value to my business every day. And the only way you add value to your business every day, all of you, everybody on this call, I don't care who you are, you add new blood. Everybody is one new person away from a new attitude. One. Very quickly, but once again, once you bring that new person in, okay, you have to be the one that pushes the snowball up the hill. What do I mean by that? That person you brought in probably has no confidence. That person you brought in probably hopes it works. They're buying into your belief. They're buying into your system. That's why I say if someone's not part of a system when they get involved in the business, okay, chances of them succeeding are slim and none. Okay, and let me tell you why. Okay, why are people loyal to what they do? Well, number one, because of fear of loss. That's number one. Number two is because that situation has them 8 to 10 hours a day. Right? Think about it. If you go to work every day, okay, you know why you're motivated? Or not, I didn't even say motivated. Okay, they have you 8 to 10 hours a day. How often do we have a new person here? When they make their decision, then what? They go back to what they don't want to do. It's hard to bring them back over. So we got to get people quick success. That's what locks them in further. That's why we tell every new person, okay, you should stay locked in. Be on Diamond Zone. That'll lock you in at least for an hour or 45 minutes or however long we go, right? Get on the webinars. Do three-way calls. You got to provide that system for your new people, okay? And you got to be part of that system. Everybody wants to belong. Everybody. Okay, and I'm telling you the little keys to success to stay in this game, okay, not for 90 days, not for a year, okay? The reason why Lisa and I were with one company for 16 years is because we had a system people wanted to follow. It wasn't coming in, make some money, and go to the next company, okay? It's about providing a system. But the first thing you have to do, guys, is you got to figure out what all in means for you. And then just look at your activity on a daily basis. Does it match up, right, your goal of becoming a diamond? Your activity? Okay, do you know that if you're going to become a diamond, okay, you have to do anywhere between 30 and 50 presentations, okay, the week you go diamond? Your team, 30 to 50 presentations? Do you have that kind of activity? So don't say you want to become a diamond. I know you want to become a diamond. I know you have the visualization of becoming a diamond, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand it's the activity necessary. And I'm going to go through that in a second. So be accountable to your activity, right? Okay, number two, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Okay, I don't need to know my product line here. Okay, in my other company, I had to know my product line. Okay, I had to know ingredients. I had to know how it worked. I don't need to know how the Hilo works. My point is, and I made this point yesterday, but I want to make it again. A lot of you need to be more balanced. A lot of you, and I want to make this, I want to say it again because this was a big one. Jeff, I'm sending out hundreds of text messages, and most people aren't responding to me. Or when they do respond, they say, that's cool. That's because a lot of you don't even understand the message that 2-minute video sends. That 2-minute video, if that's all they're watching with no proper setup, only talks about the product and the benefits of the product. It doesn't talk about the business attached to it. You have to set that up prior to them receiving the 2-minute video. Does that make sense, everybody? If somebody sent me, right, a weight loss product and said, hey, Jeff, okay, I know you need to lose, 50 pounds. Okay, here's a weight loss product. If they never told me there's a business attached to that, I would just think the guy's selling product, vitamins. But if someone said, hey, Jeff, listen, I got this unbelievable product. Okay, it's taken the nation by storm. People are losing weight like crazy. Okay, and there's a business attached to this product. I could show you how to make money. Do you think I might watch that video a little bit differently if I was open to making more money? You got to set up the 2-minute video, guys. Hey, Glenn, what's his name? Hey, Grant, listen, it's Jeff. I am so excited. Lisa and I just started a business. Man, we are killing this. We got this new product within wearable technology. Okay, it's been featured on some prominent news shows here in the United States. I'm looking to open up the UK, Grant. I thought of you. And I know you keep your business options open. I'm going to send you this 2-minute video. If I sent you this 2-minute video, Grant, would you watch it? I got to get his confirmation. Perfect, because I'm so excited. I'm telling you, we could kill this together in the UK. And I have some prime real estate to position you the right way to get you making money fast. So I'm sending it to you right now. Are you going to watch it right now, Grant? Perfect. Well, I know the video's 2 minutes long. I'm going to call him in 3 minutes. Why? I have urgency. Remember, here's the difference, guys. I burnt the boat. I don't wait 3 days to call back Grant and go, hey, Grant, did you watch the video? His excitement is gone. I have urgency. I have urgency for follow-up. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys have urgency? How many of you were on the call last night and had guests? Did you follow up? Well, I'll wait till tomorrow night. It's late. No. See, you didn't burn the boat. You have no urgency. The person I had on the call yesterday, I've told you that story from the guy that wants to help us with key contacts in Japan. Guess what? He got a call right back. He got, first of all, no, he got a text message right back. You know what I said? Okay, and because I knew he was on. But you know what my text message said? Were you on? He responded immediately, yes, great webinar. I said, perfect, I'm calling you. Why? I burnt the boat. I'm not waiting 3 days to call him. So Grant, if you're gonna watch it in right now, I'm calling you in 3 minutes. Now, do you see the difference on how you set up the 2-minute video? A lot of you are just saying, please, 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 please just watch my 2-minute video. And you're begging people to watch your 2-minute video. You know what they're doing? They're watching the 2-minute video. And they're saying, oh, that's cool. And then you wonder why you didn't intrigue them enough. Let me tell you why I get people to watch the 2-minute video. I want them to see dollar signs when they watch that 2-minute video. I want them to see, oh my gosh, the next big thing, and I could make a percentage every time someone puts a helo on their wrist. That's the picture you have to paint. Now tell me if you don't get better results now of people wanting to be followed up with. I just set up and told Grant, expect my call in 3 minutes. And if I call him back, and let's say he's not intrigued, at least I know he watched the video with the right expectation. Grant, when you watch this video, I want you to see dollar signs. I want you to see being first in the UK. Because we will have millions of people that have these on the wrist. And every time it goes on somebody's wrist, Grant, we're making money. Now, tell me if he's not watching that video differently, if he's open to it. That's what I mean by knowing your product line. Know your tools. Know what people are watching. You see, this is when you burnt the boat and you take your business because it's your craft. In the beginning, you're going, well, I hope he watches it. Okay, number 3. Get to team developer, guys. Get to team developer. Okay, this starts everything. You know what team developer is? Okay, here's team developer. And remember, Lisa's doing comp tomorrow. Okay, you want to make sure you get everybody on this call tomorrow, comp and strategy. Okay, here's you. Okay, you got to get your first 2, right? What does that do? Okay, it depends on what plan you're on, but most people on this call is on the blue plan. You want to get your 20%, get your first 2. Get to team developer, you got to get those 2 to get their 2. Now, here's one point I do want to make here. If I bring in person 1 here and person 2 here, those are your personal sponsors. You brought them in. What if these 2 people don't get their 2? Well, do you understand that when you bring another person in, they go here? And another person you bring in goes here. These are your personal. The X's are your personal sponsors. And the next person you bring in goes here. Do you know any of these people down this leg? Okay, all you got to do is find one of those people that get their 2. If it's not these 2 people that get their 2, okay, you got to keep sponsoring. Because you can't just keep beating this one person up. Okay, right? You sponsored this person. Go, come on, you got to get your 2. What if he's a dud? What if he just sits there, doesn't do anything? Are you going to keep beating the hell out of him? No, he's told you, I'm not going to do anything by his actions. So you got to bring in this person. And you got to go, listen, here's your welcome letter. Let's make your list. Let's see if this guy wants to run. But let's say this person only brings in 1. And you keep beating this guy up, he's not going to do anything more. So you got to bring in this person. And maybe down here, 6 levels, this person gets 2. And then down here 10 levels, right? Down here 10 levels, this person here, this X gets their first 2. Now you're team developer. You guys got it? It wasn't the first 2 people. I've had this conversation, and this is why I got to be more specific. I'm taking responsibility. Okay? A lot of people think if my first 2 people don't get their 2, I can never become team developer. It's down there somewhere. So that's why you got to be a good person, and you got to get that video into the hands of as many people as you can. I just showed you the right way of getting that video in their hands. Or it could be this way. You want another way to get people intrigued? I'm not texting Grant. I'm calling him. Okay? It's not a text. I'm calling him. If he's my warmest of warm market, I want to talk to him. You guys, some of you are afraid of the phone. Even though you've been on the phone since you're 2 years old, you get involved over here, and all of a sudden you're afraid of the phone. You know why? Let me tell you why. Let me look at you why I say this. Because you care what other people think. That's why. Remember confidence? Remember confidence? You just got to tell people exactly what you're looking for. Tell people what you're doing. Tell people why you're excited. Okay, you're not excited because it does the heart rate. You're excited, I would think, because you want to make money with this product. Just tell people the reason. That's it. So get to team developer. I hope that maybe helps some people. Okay, number 4. I talked about this yesterday. Have a good reading and listening library. This is your listening library. If you're on Diamond Zone, this is a pretty good listening library every morning. It gets you in the right mindset, right? We cover different subjects. You're at a different part of your journey. You may hear the same training a different way. You may take a certain nugget from today or from yesterday's call with Chad and Atita. I don't care who you're listening to. There might be a nugget that makes sense for you that takes your business to the next level. That's why I've never missed calls. That's why I never missed events, because I was always there as a sponge. Always. Even today, 24 years later, watch me when I'm in a meeting. I'm not just walking around. I'm using the first 2 rows, and I'm sitting there with a notepad. You don't think I've heard most of that stuff 10,000 times? Doesn't make a difference. I'm looking for my one nugget. I'm looking for my one nugget that's going to take my business to the next level, okay, of something that maybe somebody said that could help me improve. You got to have that open mindset. Everybody, that's why you got to have a good listening and reading library. Let me tell you the other reason, guys. 98% of the people are a strong force. Why am I talking about 98%? Because 98% of the people, when they get ready to retire, are going to retire, okay, into some form of poverty. And those are the people you're talking to. Those are the stinking thinkers. Those are the ones that are going to make you sound and make you think that you're the one being crazy because you made a change. You got to protect this. This is the number one thing you got to protect every day. When you send out the text, when you make the phone calls, when you're out there at trade shows and you're talking to people, and not everybody's accepting your opportunity. And some people are making you question whether or not you made the right decision. Okay, you got to make sure you have a good reading and listening library. Now, let me give you some reading libraries. Okay, here's the Bible, Think and Grow Rich. Read a chapter a day. Okay, Outwitting the Devil. Just read 1 chapter a day. It gets your mindset right. Maybe it's a song. Okay, I don't know what it is that puts you in a good mood. Okay, but you'll understand when you start reading these types of books, the 4 Agreements, Failing Forward. Okay, and I'm sure there's many other books a lot of you could recommend to each other. Okay, you start to understand, okay, how and why successful people are successful. It's amazing. Why do you think we show that Bill Gates slide every time we do a presentation? Because of his thought process. Because of his thought process. Determine where the business world is going and get there first. Now, here's the good news. Ready, everybody? We're first. Here's the bad news. Ready, everybody? We're first. And when you're first in anything, there's challenges. Have we not all experienced challenges? Have we all not experienced fear and doubt? Well, if you have a good reading and listening library, it helps you keep taking the journey. That's what it does. It helps you go through another day. The climb, ready? There's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm going to have to lose. Okay? Remember the lyrics? Okay? That's why it's so apropos with this type of business. I'm always going to want every person I talk to get involved. But are they? You're going to want them to move. But you know what? It's always an uphill battle. But those people who persevere over the next 18 months, Shaylisa just got on the phone. Okay, she was talking to everybody. Oh my gosh, Jeff. Okay, we have 18 months to make this thing work. We have to strike when the iron's hot. I've been saying that since we got involved, but it doesn't make a difference. She heard it differently. It's created urgency. You see the nugget she picked up? 18-month commitment. This is, we can only say that for so long, right? Well, how long can we say it? Well, 18 months. That's how long we can say it. 18 months, okay? But see, this is what you have to paint. You got to paint this picture. So you should be present here. Okay, that's the other question I have. When you're on Diamond Zone, are you just scrolling and looking at everybody's face? Okay, or are you present? Do you have a notepad? Are you trying to find a nugget that you might hear about? Or are you just scrolling through and seeing what people are doing? Okay, this is my craft. Okay, I was front and center. Every time I'm on a call, I'm front and center, I'm taking notes. And I'm picking up little different things that can help me. Why? Okay, I'm gonna say it again, because we burnt the boat. That's why. There's no choice. People say, what's the difference between you and most people? Okay, it has to work. That's the difference. Okay, number 6, showing the plan. Here we go. You ready for this one, everyone? Showing the plan. Okay, let me map this out for you. When I say showing the plan, here's you. Right? Everybody. This is you. What are we all doing? We're building a consumer base. Building the consumer base is your sole focus for 18 months. Don't you want to build a base that will continue to throw off cash to you? And we always say, if you bring in one person left and one person right, if there are 2 really good people, you could be set for life. Is that the truth? Yes, it's absolutely the truth. But most people will run their business based on 2 people. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people you're going to have to show the plan to and sponsor to find 2 good ones? Hundreds, thousands. Would it make a difference if it was tens of thousands? See, you got to understand and you got to know your numbers. I have to show the plan. And this is why I always talk about when I bring in a new person, what do I want this person to do? Open up their contact base. Contact base. The value of this new person that just came in, the value is not his family pack. The value is not him buying a premium. Okay, because you're not doing this. If someone buys a premium pack, what do you make? $200, right? 10%. And if you happen to match it in the dual team, what does a family pack turn into? $750. So let's say you made the 20% on the $750 too. That's another $150. So that means on someone bought a family pack, a premium pack, and you matched it in the dual team, you made $350, right? Let me ask you a question. Grant, are you doing this for $350? Is that why you're building this business, for $350? Or are you building this business because this new person you brought in is you're going to work with this guy day and night because you want him to open up his contact base? His value to you is not the premium pack. His value is, will he open up his contact base to me? That's it. Now, Grant, how do you find this out? Well, because you have urgency. Listen to me, Grant. You have urgency. He's not going to have urgency. Maybe he does. But I have to have the urgency. I have to get with him within 24 hours to get him to make his list, to get him working his list. And the reason he's going to work with the list, Grant, is because you're there with him every step of the way. We bring a new person in, you know what we say? Go do it. Go do what? What do you think they're going to do? Can I tell you what most people are going to do? Nothing. You know what they're going to say? Well, I'll wait for my premium pack. Oh my gosh, now we just waited 4 weeks. Now we just took somebody who was excited, and because he said, well, I'll just wait for my premium pack because the sponsor didn't get with him fast enough, now 4 weeks goes by. Do you think he's still excited? No. We've lost the window. Where does the urgency have to come from? The person who sponsored him. See, we think it's the person that got in. No, this is the guy that makes it happen. Grant's the one that makes it happen. Because Grant's got to find out very quickly, will this guy open up his contact base? And you guys, a lot of you have never experienced this, but you know, okay, if you find the right person that opens up their contact base, that right there, you could drive 50,000 points. If you happen to be the right person. This is what I'm talking about, showing the plan. And when you do bring somebody in, find out very quickly what you got. Okay, now watch this. If I'm going to really build the base for Diamond, I got to bring in no less than 12 people in my first pay cycle. How many people have brought in a pay cycle, I don't care if it's a week or a 2 week, 12 people? That means you put 6 people left, you put in 6 people right. Because if you did this, remember, these are just numbers. I know without a doubt, 2 people on each side. Okay, these are just the numbers. Okay, 6, right? These people will do nothing. These people will probably be frozen. And out of 12 people, you'll probably have 4 that are going to go to work. A third do nothing, a third do a little, a third are frozen, they're just there, and a third will go to work. That's why you got to put enough people in the system in the beginning quickly. I'm talking to all of you that want to get to Diamond. Okay, the number's 12. Okay, 12 to 20 people. People go, well, how did you get to where you got to? We brought in 40 people our first pay cycle. That's how. 40 people made 17 grand. Well, Jeff, we spoke with confidence. We spoke like Travis did. That's how we spoke, because we burnt the boat. It wasn't like, hey, how are you? I'm going to send you this really cool video. Will you please watch it? No, it's that we're building a dynasty here. We found something very special. I thought of you. I'm putting together my success team. And because I've thought of you, I have a position for you that's going to sit on top of beachfront property. I want you to watch this 2-minute video. We could open up wherever he's at. I don't care where he's at. You know what I always say? We need to open up that market. I'm in Iowa. Oh my gosh, Iowa. That'll be one of the biggest markets in the world. I don't care what the hell they say. Palm Springs. Oh my God, Palm Springs. Are you kidding? Palm Springs. You know, in Palm Springs, Okay, that will be one of the biggest markets in the world. I'm excited. You know why? Because I believe that. Because if I have the right person in Palm Springs, I'm just using that as an example, probably one of the smallest communities in California, but if I have the right leader there, could that person not build an international business? So I'm not lying. Wherever that person is, that's the market I want to open. Can you imagine, Mary? Can you imagine being first in your market? First. Can you imagine being first? Okay, to be able to market wearable technology in the industry of network marketing? Do you see how you now set this up for them to want to watch that 2-minute video and probably dissect the 7-minute video and probably go on the internet? They're going to be frenzied. That's what you're looking for. The guy I met at the party, do you know, I told you what happened. The guy I met at the party, I gave him our website, which has the 2-minute, 7-minute, and the comp plan. You know Hilo.life, right? That's what I gave him. And I told him, you have to watch this. But you know what I did? I set it up for an hour at the party. I talked about the vision of where we were taking this. But you know, 14 hours later when I met with him for coffee, he had dissected everything on the internet. He found the good and the bad. Oh, is there bad out there? Oh, yes, there's bad out there. And if he was the wrong person, okay, he could have been deterred by some of the things he saw that were negative. But he wasn't, was he? I don't hide from all that. And when he questioned me about it, I go, yeah, they're right. There was no customer service. Yeah, that person who wrote that blog and talked about his product not being shipped for 3 months, he was right too. So? And he goes, yeah, you're right. And he went right back on my side. He goes, oh yeah, I've heard nightmares about a lot of companies. He goes, I've started up many companies and it was a nightmare. He goes, I get that. See, the wrong person would say, well, I'm out. And then you get all weirded out because he's out because somebody found something on the internet. Listen, if people want to find something negative to quit, they will. Has nothing to do with you. And when they want to find a reason to stay, they'll stay. Has nothing to do with you. It's people, guys. It's people. Who cares? But he was the right guy. He dissected everything. And so now, right, I painted the picture. I go, okay, you're the right guy. We're going to open up the contact base. He goes, absolutely. And I told him, we're going to put 10 people left, 10 people right. This is your beachfront property. We're going to fill these spots. He goes, got it. Right person. Nothing to do with Jeff. Jeff is just always fishing and happened to catch somebody. Jeff, Travis, Mike Sims, Lisa Giamava, Romasio, Jeremy Roma hear all the same no's you do. 10,000 times more. Why? Because they've all burnt the boat. But that doesn't deter them. But if you want the structure, guys, you got to put together your list, and you got to have a list big enough that we're going to get 12 people, and I'm showing you how to talk to these people now. This is how you talk to them. You don't talk about all the feet. You talk about the vision of how they could be first and sit on top of a multi-million-dollar company. That's what you need to talk about. Money. Money, 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 money. People go to work every day for money, 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 money. 40 years. And that after working 40 years for money, 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 they don't have enough money, okay, after 40 years to keep their lifestyle. So don't tell me money's not important. Money's important. Money makes you more of what you already are. I love when people say that. Jeff, money's bad. No, money makes you more of what you already are. If you're a good person, you'll be a good person with money. If you're a bad person, you'll be a bad person with money. Who are you? It's like the multi-level marketing thing. I love that. Multi-level's bad. No, hang on a second, dude. I'm in multi-level. I'm not bad. Maybe you met somebody bad in multi-level. That's not me. You see how I talk? And I hold my ground. This is my craft. Don't put my craft down. Don't tell me I'm a bad person. I'm a good person. And you should be lucky to work with me because together we could build a dynasty. Do you see the difference? Well, hopefully you can watch my product someday. Hopefully you can watch this video. It's really cool. Remember, this is Diamond Zone, okay? If I get a new person that watches the webinar and all they do is send out that 2-minute video, I'd rather have that than them doing nothing. But now I'm trying to get you to hone your skills on how to better your chances for people to want to watch that 2-minute video because you put value on it. Remember the globe? Don't let me go there again with the damn globe, okay? Don't make me go there with the damn globe. You should have that memorized by now, Diamond Zoners. That's what you're selling. I sold that globe to this guy. You know what? One of the biggest things I said? Building an international business. Building an international business with no employees. His father, who founded Floor, look it up, F-L-E-A-U-R, F-L-E-U-R, okay, 27,000 employees. When he heard international business with no employees and no infrastructure costs, see, that was his hot button, boom. If I didn't go over the globe, okay, he doesn't know that. So these are the things, this is why you have to empty the bucket. And if you burnt the boat, you're gonna do your craft right. So if I bring in my 12 people, remember, when you bring in one person, what's the goal? Get into their contact base. Let them open their contact base up to you. That's showing the plan. Okay, number 7. Okay, hang on. How do I do this? Clear, boom. Edification. Okay, we've talked about this a lot. This is key. A lot of you need to really market this. Okay, man, Jeff, I just can't talk to you yet. I just can't talk like you yet. I don't have that confidence yet. Okay, then borrow ours. Edification. Talk about who your leadership is. Put your leadership on a 3-way call. You all have uplines. Everybody has an upline that has more confidence than you. Everybody on this call. Utilize it. But make sure you edify that person to the person you're talking to. Because that person knows you're not successful yet. And you got to tell them, I just got started. But let me tell you, I'm working with some very successful people. Let me tell you about one of them. Let me tell you how you should edify, guys. This couple has been in the industry 24 years. I'm just using us as an example, okay? 24 years, multi-million-dollar earners and producers. They were one of the first people to bring Hilo into the United States. That's who I'm going to get you on the call with. Now, you see what? Now I just remove myself, person with disbelief, but I'm going to bring in somebody with belief. But I'm going to edify that person so this person now knows I'm talking to the right guy. That's edification. Don't put somebody on the phone and say, hey, I'm going to bring in Janet. Janet, okay, Janet's in the business. Janet, sell my buddy. Sell my buddy, Janet. Yeah, Janet's pretty cool too. She's a cool chick. She said, Janet, go ahead, sell my guy. That's not edification. You just diminished Janet. You guys follow me? Edification. Elevate your leadership. Always talk about your leadership in a very positive way. If you don't, you're ruining your business. I don't care if you like your upline, you don't you never ever disparage disparage? I don't even know the word. You never ever put your leadership down. Ever. Ever. You're putting yourself down when you do that. Edify. Okay? Use your 3-way call. Okay? And here's a big one, guys. What time is it? Hang on. Oh my God. Okay, good. All right. All right, here's a big one, and I'm going to close this thing up. Seek counseling and mentorship. See, if you have an activity of accountability schedule, if you burnt the boat, and you're really all in as you say you are, you'll seek counseling and mentorship. If you're not, you're going to keep trying to hide because you know you're not doing anything. So why would you want to hold yourself accountable to something you know in your heart you're not doing? That's when I know. When I don't hear from certain people in my group, I know me not to really call them. They don't want to be held accountable. I'll touch base with them. Hey, how's it going? What's up? But I could tell in 2 seconds just by their response. But if someone is always seeking the counseling or mentorship, I know that they're doing something. They want to know, well, how can I improve? Can you show me how to do it? And that's why that's why I do respect for the people that are on this call. At least you're trying to get the information, but I'm asking some of you, take it to the next level. Okay, your upline would love to hear from you. Okay, and want mentorship and want guidance. Hey, John, let me tell you what happened today. Okay, how would you have handled this? But only be prepared to ask for that if you're really doing something. Don't waste your upline's time if you know in your heart of hearts you're really not in. You're not into this. Don't be a poser, in other words. My daughter says that. Don't be a poser, Dad. Okay? Okay, I'm not going to pose. I burnt the boat. There's no posing here. And that's why I'm raw. I don't care. I really don't. Because no one's going to pay my bills but Jeff and Lisa. I don't care what they think. I care what I think, and I'm excited. And that's all I want people to know. Man, that guy's excited. They might not have joined me, but they're going to leave me going, man, that guy really is passionate. That's all I care about. That's it. So seek counseling and mentorship. And last but not least, guys, and I told you about this, promote your tools and events. I always say the next big event is when? Does anybody know when the next big event is? Well, if your upline has a call tonight, that's the next big event. You know our schedule, and we know it's an open book. You could all be on there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Okay, those are events. Okay, you might have an event with your upline tonight. That's the next big event. Promote for it. It could be a live event, but you don't wait. Here's the other thing. Create your event. When's the last time you created an event? Maybe some of you need to take this to the next level. Maybe you need to put together your Zoom meeting and create an event for your group. Don't just wait. Do you think Lisa and I waited for Jeremy to do our calls? Or Chad and Natita? They would have, but we took responsibility for our business. We put together our events. How do you think you get better? I just want my people to hear yours, Jeff. I like the way you do it. Okay, great. I'm flattered. But that doesn't do you any good. You got to get better. Because the more you do the presentation, the more confidence you get. And watch what happens when you do your own presentation and someone gets in. Now you're going to say, I don't need that Jeff guy. I never liked him anyway. He's too long anyway. He talks too loud. I'm the man now. That's what I want. I want you to say, I'm the man. I'm the woman. That's when you know you've duplicated. So in the beginning, you're part of somebody's system, which there's nothing wrong with it. And other times, then you become the system for your people. There's no right or wrong, but I'm just telling you, that's how you get better. You know how many times I used to practice the presentation? Remember I said we used to do home parties? I would practice the presentation, and I would be really good, right? And my couch and my chairs in my living room always applauded. And the pillows on the couch, they really loved the presentation because that's who I talk to. I talk to the couch. And I would pace. And I would practice my hand gestures. And I would go through the slides. And I'd have my two dogs looking. I go, wasn't I good? Wasn't that great, Lily? How about you, Lulu? Did you love my presentation? You know how many times I sponsored my dogs? They're in every genealogy I have ever had. Yeah, just look, there's Lily Giamalva. She has a spot. Okay? I'm sponsoring are you kidding me? See, you got to have fun, guys. That's how you build a business. Have confidence. Get out there. When you bring somebody in, you get with them quickly. All right, enough of that. Tomorrow morning, be on the call. Okay, comp plan training, different nuances of the comp plan. The comp plan hasn't changed, but A lot of people don't understand, okay, the comp plan and strategy behind it. And Lisa's going to be going through that with you tomorrow. All right, guys? Appreciate you. Love you all. Thank you. Talk to you soon.